Hi, my name is Katie McGrath, and I'm giving the video feedback to Taylor from the lesson plan. I wanted to start off by saying that you were able to give feedback to your students right after they responded to you. So you were able to do that in a very timely manner, which I thought was great. And then you were able to sit there at the very beginning and build off of your students' prior knowledge, which is something that no matter the grade level, students need that ability to be able to build off of something that they already know. That's something that we learned in Write or from Write in the textbook is that students need to be able to have the ability to continue to build from what they already know. They need the ability to have a base of some kind, whether it's a personal base, an academic base, but some type of base so that then they can build off of it. And I thought that was really great of how you were able to do that at the beginning. I thought that everything in your lesson plan, for the most part, was centered around what your students should be doing for their grade level. It aligned to your goals and objectives, aligned to the TEKS that should be happening. You were able to give appropriate work time, and your lesson, you could tell with the language that was being used that you were making sure that that was geared towards your students. Some areas that I felt like needed to be worked on, I just happened to see in your strand that you said that your ELL student was missing. So that was obviously some things that I was not able to witness in your video. And then regardless, I think that it still needed to be made clear what level your ELL students were so that then the accommodations could fit, because based on your accommodations, they seem to be a lot more geared towards beginners. And so if that is true, that is the ELL student that you have in your classroom, then that's great. But if they are intermediate, advanced, or advanced high, then those accommodations should be altered. And that is something that, again, we learned from Write in the textbook, that you don't just want the cookie cutter, the basic opt-out type accommodations for those students. You really want to gear it towards them not losing the sense of their primary language, but you want to make sure that they are able to get everything that they need in order to be able to flourish in the English language. I felt as though you needed to, the pictures that you had displayed, I felt like were kind of hard for your grade level, because when you asked, does anyone know downtown Houston? You had only a couple of students that knew downtown Houston. So that wasn't a good connection for them. It should have been more something that they know about. And I understand that you were doing types of communities and all of that, but still for that age, it's hard to understand and build on something that you don't have any type of baseline for. So I feel like your pictures and activities and materials kind of needed to be more geared towards the age level that you have, and whether your students actually know what that is or not. I feel like that would help a lot. I do feel like, too, that your feedback should have been more academic based. There was a lot of yes, okay, or the student would give an answer, and that's not the answer that you were quite looking for, so you would then give the answer. Instead of helping guide that student to the right answer and giving them either little hints or helping them in their life, something that they would be able to make a connection with in order to know where you were going with your question. So I did feel like that should have been a little heightened. And I didn't feel like I didn't see any opportunity for student to student interaction. And as we all know, students are able to learn from each other. Sometimes us as the teacher, we feel like we have explained it any and every way that we can, but we have that student that's still not getting it. But allowing a turn to talk or sit with your partner table or something like that and discuss the situation, I feel like that might have helped some of your students. And in general, that just usually helps deepen a student's connection, is because then they're like, yeah, me and so, we had this conversation about this. And so they're able to remember that even at a young age. But overall, I felt like the lesson was really good. It went after reading your lesson plan, it followed your lesson plan. So it wasn't that you like jumped around or made a lot of changes from it, which I thought was really good. So overall, I think you taught an amazing lesson. Thank you.